Hello everyone, and welcome back to Clan Generator, where last time GlowClan had a period of growth and expansion, and by that, I mean lots and lots of kittens, which is adorable and amazing. Also, I bet all the older cats are kind of a bit overwhelmed right now, since the kittens are equal or maybe even a little more in number to the adult cats in the clan. But also a sadness and darkness is looming over the clan this moon, as Pheasant Zoom and Tallfern must go and face the Cavern Shadows for themselves. I think Pheasant Zoom honestly just wants to be reunited with Greenflip, and she doesn't really care what way that has to happen. Tallfern, meanwhile, knew this was coming his whole life, and yet can't help but be angry. Greenflip died. For what? Just to keep him alive an extra 6 moons? What good is that? In any case, there isn't much the two of them can do. They must face the Cavern Shadows. So they go out into the darkness. And Pheasant Zoom right away has not gotten the best of luck. She must succeed as well as not die. Carefully considering their options, Pheasant Zoom decides on a stakeout and watches from a safe distance on the slopes above. When the Cavern Shadow pokes its head above ground at dusk, they're prepared and dart off to camp to warn everyone before the predator has blinked the sleep out of its eyes. This is a success. No doubt about it. It's Tallfern's turn. And Tallfern likewise is tracking a Cavern Shadow, perhaps bumping into Pheasant Zoom, as they hadn't really split up very much, or gone very far. Not really sure if this is a success or not. They were tracking a large dog, and then Tallfern ran back to camp. I mean, it's the same thing as Pheasant Zoom, really, where he decides to warn the clan instead of trying to attack the dog head on. So I feel like it's a success, maybe? As the two track the Cavern Shadow, they come upon a place with a small patch of light glowing from the rocks beneath. Confused for a second, Pheasant Zoom is quick to point out the skeleton of a creature nearby. It's a glow badger? These things aren't really as aggressive as regular badgers. And really, nobody this far underground had ever really seen a regular badger very often. They're called that because they look rather like badgers, but they're quite peaceful, actually, and highly sought after for their glowing properties. And nearby to this skeleton are 2 other skeletons. And Pheasant Zoom quickly figures out whose they are. Wailing with grief in the darkness, Tallfern tries to calm her down. The last thing they need is for a Cavern Shadow to hear this and come for them. They might be in a patch of light, but that won't keep them completely safe. But it's too late. A Cavern Shadow has already arrived, and, well, Tallfern knows what he must do. They aren't too far away from the border, and the time they were required to be out here is almost up. If Pheasant Zoom can get back, well, he'll try to get both of them back, but he starts to run. He yells at Pheasant Zoom to do the same. He knows they can't outrun these things for long, but they have to try. He falls behind, and the shadow soon catches up to him. As it isn't too far away from Pheasant Zoom either, he knows that he can't simply put on the gas and get out of here. He has to distract the thing. So he runs right towards it, but kind of past it, clawing at its shadowy ankles. And though his claws slice through nothing, the creature seems to recoil. It's an odd sensation, fighting nothing, and yet it reacting. As he bolts off into the darkness, it pursuing him. I actually rolled to see if Tall Fern would make it back and survive, and I did not get that. I feel like exiling him might be a good middle ground, since his message was kind of hard for me to decide whether it was a success or a failure. And in the challenge rules, dark-furred completely cats like Tall Fern are not actually supposed to go on patrol. They are just supposed to be killed off because the shadows will accept them as an offering, and there isn't any ambiguity there. There isn't any chance, really, that they'll survive. But I do think it would be cool to have Tall Fern running around in the darkness. I also think that Tall Fern sacrificing himself for Pheasant Zoom is the most noble thing that could happen. I'm going to obey the dice and the original rules of the challenge here and have Tall Fern bite the dust. And of course, Tall Fern is being sent to the dark caverns, where he will meet up again with his mentor, who is still definitely not adjusting very well to the eternal darkness. And Budrise is still just planning his revenge. That's what Budrise does. Meanwhile, the two good cats are like, just freaking out about this, and Budrise is just like, nah, I'm just gonna get my revenge. I'm good. Let's now take a look at our cats this moon. Dashstar wonders about swimming. Cressheart feels content. Sun Noise is teaching Kits about what plants to stay away from. He certainly has a lot of Kits to teach. Scorched Chest is proud of their ability to care for their clanmates. Celio wonders if StarClan has given Scorched Chest any prophecies lately. Interesting. Frisk thinks they're going crazy. Havoc feels underappreciated. Caterpillar Tuft spars with some clanmates. Tadpole Crackle stares off into space. Molekit is planning to be naughty. Clearkit asks for forgiveness, not permission. Egret Kit is having trouble falling asleep. Pheasant Kit is too shy to go to the fresh kill pile alone. Aww. Thorn Kit is a bit cross with Rose Kit. Shell Kit is worried about Mole Kit. Web Kit yowls loudly in the middle of the clearing for absolutely no reason. Rose Kit wants to be big someday. Ghost Kit is trying to purr their way out of trouble with the medicine cat. Tawny Kit thought about talking to Havoc but changed his mind. Flip Kit is annoying older cats. And that is it. Wow, there are surprisingly few cats that can actually go out on patrol this moon. So, let's send... Oh, poor Tadpole Crackle. And, Caterpillar Tuft out. No, we should send them both out with the more experienced warrior, I think. Dashstar and Caterpillar Tuft can also go out, and Sun Noise can probably take care of himself. And we missed a shrew. It's not good, but it's not really bad either. And we notice a Conquer Clan patrol. I think we should proceed. Oh dear. Maybe we should not have. Sun Noise is on a mission to find Lungwort. And didn't find any and got sore. GlowClan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Well, Sun Noise's soreness is gone, so I think it means because of the number of kits we have, we need to have both of our two medicine cats up and in action. Well, maybe we need a third one, to be honest. Dashstar no longer has a stomachache. Cressheart finally feels back to normal after the strain of birthing a litter. Havoc has healed from the strain of delivering her litter. Molekit broke up with a splitting headache and couldn't get out of the nest. Oh dear. Poor Molekit. Clearkit's bruises have disappeared. Shellkit also has a migraine. Oh, poor baby. Oh, Tadpole Crackle wails when they see the body of Tallfern, still and cold in the clearing. They sit vigil that night as grief fills their heart. Tadpole Crackle knew Tallfern might not always be with them. Oh. But it wasn't supposed to be so soon. They visit Tallfern's grave, bittersweetly recalling all the happy memories they shared. Yeah, Tadpole Crackle always knew this was coming, and yet Tadpole Crackle was trying to prevent it. And also Frisk fusses gently with Tallfern's fur, hiding the evidence of what killed them. They want to remember them as they were in life, not like this. Things are never going to be the same. Could never be the same. Frisk doesn't understand how life is just supposed to go on without Tallfern, and they refuse to accept it. So Tallfern has, well, unfortunately, gone to the dark caverns, as nobody has quite yet figured out how to guide them into StarClan. Well, StarClan's kind of empty at the moment as well. Some of the catmen went bad and will have to be replaced. Ooh, that is a heated accusation Pheasant Zoom made. Pheasant Zoom is also letting WebKit share their troubles with them. Caterpillar Tuft is jealous of Dash Star's prey. Tadpole Crackle thinks Celio is helpful. Sunnoise has a mock battle with Shellkit. Tawny-Kit let Sunnoise down while Sunnoise was counting on them. It's just a kit, Sunnoise. Give it a break. Scorched Chest thinks Pheasant Kit has been acting strangely. Dash Star wants to spend more time with Shellkit. Cressheart thinks is also jealous of a kit's prey. Okay. Cressheart had a mock battle with Flipkit. Frisk mused congratulations to Sunnoise. Frisk apologized to Shellkit. Havoc is talking with Scorched Chest. Havoc has a wonderful time discussing clan news with Rosekit. Molekit asks Frisk where kits come from. Molekit seems oblivious to Clearkit glaring at them. Eagerkit is having a wonderful time discussing clan news with Caterpillar Tuft. Pheasant-Kit appreciates Molekit, telling them they had a feather stuck to their face. Thornkit saw Molekit show off a skill they never knew they had. Shellkit challenged Thornkit to spar with them. Celio is talking with Pleasant Zoom. WebKit is having a wonderful time discussing clan news with Havoc. Rosekit tried to have a friendly conversation with Ghostkit, but it turned into an argument. Ghostkit wishes they could get their pelt to shine like Tawny-Kit's. Tawny-Kit is sharing part with Thornkit. Flipkit and Shellkit bumped into each other and they didn't even apologize. Dashstar looks over the kits, pleased to see the clan is thriving. Cressheart wonders how Dashstar is doing. Sunnoise is drying some herbs. Scorchkit is eavesdropping on Ghostkit. Pheasant Zoom wants to get to know Tawny-Kit better. Celio wonders how Thornkit is doing. Frisk wants to get to know Eagerkit better. Havoc is worried others are judging them. Caterpillar Tuft is a bit cross with Tawny-Kit. Tadpole Crackle eavesdrops on Pheasant-Kit. Molekit wishes Pheasant-Kit would play more quietly. Clearkit wishes other cats would stop babying them. Eagerkit wants to follow the medicine cat everywhere. Pheasant-Kit is afraid other cats will think they're silly. Thornkit is excited for their apprentice ceremony. Shellkit is wishing Pheasant-Kit would play more quietly. WebKit is frightened after hearing a scary story. Rosekit is purring loudly. Ghostkit is trying to purr their way out of trouble with the medicine cat. Tawny-Kit is pestering older cats to play with them. Flipkit is worried about Ghostkit. I feel like Sunnoise should have a warrior escort, so Sunnoise is in an unavoidably grumpy mood. Herbs strewn about, prey in hiding, it would take forever to find anything. Havoc attempts to find a way to cheer him up. And, of course, splashes water onto Sunnoise's fur. With Havoc being a newcomer, I'm kinda surprised this actually went well. It's interesting. Perhaps Havoc has a instant bond with Sunnoise, or maybe she's just really good at getting cats to lighten up. Also, Havoc is worried that others are judging her. And perhaps she's not worried about herself, but about little Egret Kit. Some of the cats have already started glaring at or making sad eyes at. I mean, Havoc has seen what happened to Tallfern. Maybe this wasn't a safe place to bring her kits. A Meadow Clan patrol. I can't really remember who all is angry at us, but I keep proceeding and then this happens. So maybe I should not proceed some of these times, you know? Hopefully we catch it, like seriously. Finally, so Celio killed the shrew that we've all been trying to catch for moons. This one often fails. Oh, nice. Well, good. Pheasant Zoom got a stomach ache. Scorched Chest has healed from the strain of delivering her litter. Mole Kit breathes a small sigh of relief. Finally, the deep throbbing in their head has subsided. Mole Paw is also apprentice age. And Clear Kit has been... Dash Star has decided to mentor Clear Kit personally. Clearpaw's eyes shine with pride. Havoc is watching with pride as Egret Paw is named and given to Cressheart to apprentice under. They know Cressheart was a good choice. Pheasant Kit has gotten green kitten cough. Aww, poor Kit. And Shell Kit's deep throbbing in their head has subsided, but the tansy went bad. Pheasant Zoom admires how brave Mole Kit is. I don't know who the game gave Mole Paw to at this point, but I might want to switch it around to give Mole Paw to Pheasant Zoom. I feel like that might be a good option. Pheasant Zoom lifts up their chin while passing by Ghost Kit. Pheasant Zoom is also prancing around in front of Celio. That's interesting. Caterpillar Tuft is having a wonderful time discussing recent clan news with Havoc. Tadpole Crackle saw Pheasant Zoom the other day, but didn't get a chance to say hello. Sun Noise caught Ghost Kit complaining about them behind their back. Sun Noise reminds Clear Kit to grab something from the fresh kill pile if they haven't already. Scorched Chest doesn't notice Sun Noise leaving camp. Interesting. Dash Star asks Havoc how they're doing. Cressheart thinks Tawny Kit was nice to them. Cressheart is talking with Egret Kit. Frisk thinks that Pheasant Kit's prey is delicious and is jealous of it. Frisk is watching over Mole Kit. Havoc mews congratulations to Thorn Kit for a job well done. Havoc comes up with a plan to sneak out of camp with Web Kit. Molepaw is checking in on Clear Kit. Clearpaw apologized to Ghost Kit for something or other. Egret Paw is surprised by Flip Kit being thoughtful. Pheasant Kit wants to become just like Tadpole Crackle someday. Aww. Thorn Kit wants to spend more time with Sun Noise. Shell Kit thinks Celio was nice to them today. Celio talks with Thorn Kit. Web Kit is wowed by how bravely Flip Kit fought. Rose Kit thinks Dash Star is being annoying. Ghost Kit thinks the prey Clearpaw is biting into looks delicious. Tawny Kit has a wonderful time discussing clan news with Web Kit, and Flip Kit wishes they could get their pelt to shine like Havoc. The game did give Molepaw to Pheasant Zoom as an apprentice, but, well, we finally got our Cavern Shadow attack. With most of the clan being kits, it's probably not the best time, but, well, at the same time, at least we have over a page of cats right now. Let's take a quick look at our new apprentices before everything goes to heck. Oh, well, that's interesting. Unknown. Oh dear. Let's press F3 again. Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing. Molepaw is ignoring their mentor's orders. He's a troublesome apprentice, but also a careful listener. Clearpaw is bonding with their mentor, Dash Star. Clearpaw is bloodthirsty and a picky nest builder. And Egret Paw has been catching the most prey. She's an ambitious mossball hunter and interested in herbs. Dash Star rolled a 1. I think it's literally impossible for most cats to die rolling a 1, so Dash Star is good there. Also, yes, the higher numbers you get, the worse off you are in this system that I've created. I just found it to be easier that way, so Cressheart also got a 1. I could look a little more into whether that would kill him, but I'm pretty sure it won't. Sun Noise got an 8, and I think that means Sun Noise is dead, but I'm gonna double check here. So Sun Noise is actually not dead, because even though his pelt category puts him +1, which is 9, which is dead, he is an experienced medicine cat. He's considered that instead of an elder, even though he's senior age, so that's -1, which is just barely survived and is injured. Scorched Chest got a 6. Any way you slice it, Scorched Chest is dead. She either falls into category +3 or +4, being generous giving her +3. She also falls into the novice medicine cat category, which is bad, whereas experienced medicine cat is just barely good. So she ends up with a total of +10 or +11. So Scorched Chest is gone. But unlike the cats that die in the actual caverns, Scorched Chest is the first cat to actually be in StarClan. Although she was killed by the Cavern Shadows, so I don't know, should she have to go to the Dark Caverns as well? Or perhaps to the Unknown, straddling the two somehow? Let me know what you guys think about cats killed by these Cavern Shadow raids of our camp. Next, we have Pheasant Zoom, who is reacting to this about as well as I would expect him to. Pheasant Zoom got a 1, so we'll have to see if that's enough to save her. Her pelt category gives her +6, which means she has 7. And her rank as an experienced warrior gives her -3, which means Pheasant Zoom isn't even injured. Next, we have Celio, who was eavesdropping on a kid. Celio just barely squeaks by and is injured. Frisk, who somehow had a gaggle of kits following her at the beginning of this fiasco, Frisk is also injured. Havoc has died, perhaps protecting her kits. And we haven't even got to said kits yet. Caterpillar Tuft is fine. Tadpole Crackle. This is our first instance of scars, and her scar is probably considered just a small scar. She ends up being just fine. Molepaw. Clearpaw got a 4, and being considered in the +3 category like most cats in this clan, Clearpaw ends up being injured. Egretpaw, unlike her siblings, is in the +5 pelt category, and with a roll of 4, there's no doubt that Egretpaw is dead. Now on to the kits. It's harder to tell what category they're in, except I can do this and get a good look at them. It looks like Pheasant Kit largely fits into light colored with white markings, which is the +1 category. Yes, there is a part of her that's of Pheasant Kit that's neutral in coloring, but I do think that overall they fit into that category nicely. Pheasant Kit is alive. Little Thorn Kit rolled an 8. With a +4, Thorn Kit is not going to make it. Little Shell Kit survives. Web Kit is injured. Little Rose Kit perhaps does not understand what exactly is going on, as he doesn't understand why everyone's being so quiet. And that is perhaps his downfall. I feel like this is a fitting little story bit here. Probably the other kit is hopefully one of the kits that has already died, you know? Hopefully no more kits die here, but we'll have to see. We are almost done. Oh, poor little thing. Ghost Kit here got a 1, and with her pelt coloring, I don't think she's in much danger. Honey-Kit is worried about Thorn-Kit and perhaps going out to look for the kit himself. He is injured, but thankfully rescued by one of the adults. And finally, little Flip-Kit. Flip-Kit is killed by the Cavern Shadows. So, it was definitely deadly. However, I'm a bit surprised it didn't go even worse. I'm really used to just absolutely getting wrecked by these sorts of events in Mountain Clan. I feel like we didn't have the worst luck rolling ones a lot of the time. Also, I actually found out that I rolled a 2 on Egretpaw, which means Egretpaw is still alive. So I'm going to have to edit Egretpaw back into the save file, and I'm going to have to edit in all of the injuries. Or I can just do the thing where I just prevent them from going on patrol for 3 moons, because I don't know, that feels like it's less risky than editing in injuries that could then have the cats actually die still. Also less work, so I'm not sure which I'll do yet, but I think this episode has gotten long enough, so I guess we will be ending it off here for today. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of GlowClan, and I will see you next time.